I can spend an hour of time and 300 calories and make 300 grand. This is an asymmetry. This is why I do YouTube.
This is Charlie Morgan, a 26-year-old business owner who grew from just over 30,000 subscribers last year to 170,000 today, while generating him serious money for his business. Unlike what many people may think, that Charlie's success was only due to making low-effort, simple videos, there are key reasons behind his growth, and you can adapt it yourself and not just copy him. At a point, Charlie's videos were getting inspired by Imangaji. That came at a huge cost, which was making videos that he didn't enjoy.
Imangaji background, and I had the crazy editing, and I had the black screen and the fancy light that made my eyes burn. And like, I just got so sick of it, man.
Then boom, he suddenly switched to making long, in-depth, simple videos with a whiteboard.
So, you want to be a millionaire? It's not a rhetorical question, it's the topic of today's video.
Now it's a little bit different, but what exactly happened there? Simple thumbnails, no fancy editing. Thing is, while everyone was going left, Charlie went right. This is contrast. This is very important. While everyone was copying the Imangaji editing style and trying to even look like Imangaji, he did the opposite of that. Just a dude wearing a simple t-shirt, a $30 Casio watch, and he's basically using a whiteboard and a pen to teach you. And that is actually through solving problems of his audience. More on this later. And actually, there are two other crucial things that made Charlie experience an exponential growth. You may have seen after him going viral, other people copying his style, which is like not his style, it's even his mentor's style.
Right, so a lot of people look at my YouTube in the last month, and you might have seen there's some other videos that come out with a similar style. A lot of people are starting to use whiteboards. By the way, I can't lay claim to the whiteboard style. It's Sam Ovens' idea from the initial conception, right? Daddy Ovens is the person that basically created this. I'm sure he won't mind me calling him that.
And it might work for some. What people could miss is that we have to understand the nature of content creation on YouTube specifically, or in general. Supply and demand. Everything changed for Charlie when he began to create content that his younger self would benefit from. This shift was key. Instead of simply replicating others, he focused on making content that his type of audience, entrepreneurs, beginners, or little making money online, would find valuable and help them through their journey.
I used to watch old Alex Becker content, original. I can't watch the Hormozy stuff now because it's too dopamine. I can't do it. But the old Hormozy stuff when he was just in his office, and then Sam Ovens' old content as well, and then some like old Patrick Bet-David content as well, and that was what I enjoyed, and that was what I liked.
And exceeding the value per second ratio. This is important. It's not just value; it's value per second through solving problems. Since he was the market, he went through the transformation already, so he knows what his younger self, likely other people that are in the same stage as his older him, suffer from. This style of whiteboard was inspired by what was he actually consuming. It's like as if he positioned himself as this mindset guy in a saturated market, or basically a copy of Sam Ovens, who is his mentor. But this is not some video telling you to copy videos you used to watch in the past. There's a fundamental truth about supply and demand. Mimicking someone else can only take you so far. Everyone who blows up satisfies an unfulfilled demand. Now, I want to make it clear, this is not just in the style, it's about the rock-solid foundation of the channel, solving problems. We'll get into that. Just to mention, by the way, I have a free community, first link in the description, where I have entrepreneurs with their YouTube channel, personalized help, free thumbnail templates, channel strategy, video ideas. If you need help with YouTube, as I'm currently helping others, it would just makes sense for you to join. Like, it's free. Copying what already worked might work, and to be honest, based on my experience, like, it worked for me, like for a previous channel I had. And we can relate that to solving the demand part of content. But if something is high in demand, it may mean that many other creators or entrepreneurs are already jumping on it, aka making the same type of videos, aka lots of supply, which means the demand has already been fulfilled. And If we look at Charlie Morgan, especially when he started to pop off, pretty much there was nobody making whiteboard business content, maybe except for a few Alex Hormozy videos at that time. Match it with talking about mindset and solving problems and targeting people in the beginning of their careers. It's alleviating pain through solving problems. There was a huge demand for business content. No one was making in-depth videos. It's like a threshold you can play with. Think about the elements like this, let's say thumbnail, editing, length, information, and there are more elements, and we can try to play with these. Maybe reduce the editing, reduce the thumbnails, and crank up the length and crank up the value per second. Like, let's say entrepreneurs who are making anywhere from 0 to 30K per month, solving their problems, alleviating their pain. Maybe they start implementing. Charlie starts to be ingrained in their brain. Maybe they make a few bucks. Well, really, his program is expensive. They need lots of money to buy it. Building a personal brand, trust, authority. You, as a viewer, naturally would want to get a deal on your time. That's why such videos or any successful educational YouTube video would really work. That's not just in terms of getting views for Charlie. That's also in terms of getting him clients and nurturing them so they're just bumped up before even buying. It's true that Charlie invests a lot in YouTube ads, but also his channel is a huge support in making him lots of money. Like, people could see an ad and click on the channel and start watching his organic content. Basically, Charlie would gain their trust. Like, YouTube organic is still the ultimate leverage tool. At the end, someone watches several videos of Charlie, they are more likely to trust him and ultimately buy.
Oh baby, my name's Charlie Morgan, and I'll be honest with you, this is a sales funnel. It's designed to sell you something.
His community, Easy Grow on School, costs and is for consultants, coaches, and agency owners, which is like the current online entrepreneur space. We can also explain this with the 7-11-4 rule by Google. Like, potential customers need 7 hours of engagement with your brand, 11 touch points, and 4 separate locations of contact before they make a purchase. And YouTube naturally facilitates that. And actually, people on YouTube still have longer attention spans than some other platforms. People actually still go to YouTube to learn, and content is evergreen. This is the long term, and Charlie is playing the long term. For his thumbnails and titles, they're key. It's simple. They give the audience the right expectation, transparency, building trust, and his content is optimized for viewer satisfaction, which is a huge factor for YouTube's algorithm. Like, the team at YouTube, they continuously optimize for viewer satisfaction. This is from Todd, brilliant guy who works at YouTube, and this is basically done through what we discussed about Charlie solving problems, alleviating pain for the specific audience, and basically giving them as much value per second as possible. Like, let's say you just watch a video and you finishing it doesn't mean that you were satisfied because you were like, oh, this is crap and mindless entertainment, I wasted my time. And so, for example, for Charlie, someone getting back to the channel over and over is a very good indicator of viewer satisfaction. Positive comments, likes, and of course, a longer view duration also plays a role. Although not everyone sticks to the end, just the fact that you can get like a good portion of people to stick for a long period is really good for YouTube. Like, why podcasts are succeeding, like, because they hold attention longer. So Charlie's latest content is getting a little bit developed. A little more fancy thumbnails, switching cameras, this is also interesting. A little bit of animation. This is also interesting. And it's still like he plays with his mission to revolutionize business education.
To do that is by revolutionizing the way that business education works. And so this YouTube channel is probably the biggest form of leverage I have to achieve that goal. And so by that point, that means that YouTube is high up on my, well, very high up on my list of tasks to do. It's one of the most important priorities I have.
But here's the secret. Even when Charlie had only about like 20K subscribers, he made lots of money through YouTube organic.
Like fully transparent with numbers and stuff. So we're currently doing about £100,000 a week, which is about $500,000 per month. And that's like, I would argue that 75% of our traffic and appointments comes from the YouTube channel. So it's by far like the point with the most leverage in the business at the moment.
If you want help with YouTube, you can join the community. It's free. Like, it just makes sense for you to join.